All right, guys, what's up? Coach Lou here from Jiujitsu Dominance. A lot of the content in the past, we spoke about specific leg exercises, um, the value of working on the grip, different core specific exercises for Jiu-Jitsu, right? I think that was one of our last videos. Now I want to see where are the big problems and the common questions that I get all the time, right? From Jiu-Jitsu guys and girls with strength and conditioning work, right? So not that these are in a hierarchy of needs, but this is basically what it's stemmed down to. I broke it down to 4 parts, right? So if we go right to number one, is basically they're not considering refueling properly after training. And I wrote some stuff here, but I'm just going to paraphrase this. You need to be drinking about more than half your body weight in ounces in water, right? And then the other thing is we need to be having adequate carbohydrate intake to fuel our system. And you could get into branched chain amino acids, but I'm telling you that this line right here, intake of colorful fruits, vegetables, clean sources of meat if you're not a vegan, limit sugar, right, processed foods and alcohol. Now, that's going to ensure that we are fueling our body properly for what we got to do. Now, if we're talking a protein requirement, I always start off people 0.75 of their lean body mass. So somebody who's 200 pounds is not 200 pounds. It's not, they're probably like 170 pounds depending on of lean body mass, depending how lean they are. And I just start people there with that, right? So moving on to the next one, this is a big one that I always see, and that's lack of planning or keeping track. So we need a plan. Like 4 weeks ago, I just started a new plan for myself that's been crushing me for the past month, but I only lift and work out in the weight room 2 days a week now and jiu-jitsu all the other days, right? So one of the problems that I see is if you don't understand the weights that you're handling or the exercises that you're doing, you're kind of guessing, and that's like trying to drive from here to wherever far, right? The other side of the country without a map. And that's not going to work really well over the long haul. It's not going to work acutely either because you're going to forget what weights you handled, what exercises you did, yada, yada, right? Tackling the next guy, you don't rest enough. And I think one of the biggest things I see is people love pre-workouts and people love all this, but if you're taking pre-workout and you're not sleeping enough, that's like an oxymoron because the answer is right there. You need better rest. You need better sleep. You may need to really set down a better schedule for yourself. Schedule rest days, right? Listen to your body. And that's intuitive over time because I've had days where I'm dead tired, but I go to practice anyway and I end up having a good day, So you got to learn how and why you're tired. It depends, And I think this is a big one. Like people, you get addicted to jiu-jitsu, practicing on the mat. I always give that 75% on the mat, 25% anything else that you're doing philosophy. And that 25% could be coming from strength and conditioning work and other various things. But it shouldn't deter your skill work, right? And then the last big thing that I always see is people just don't warm up. I see people do it with rolling also. They just come to class or say an open mat and they just start rolling. And by all means, if you have a partner that could just flow, then whatever. But if you're trying to go hard, that doesn't work when you get older. I'm telling you that. You gotta like grease the groove or oil the joints per se. And there's certain mobility and certain really basic exercises that you could do that make you want to raise body temperature and make your body feel better. Ankle, knees, hips, everything, shoulders, right? And you want to produce heat in the body. And that's a big thing. And then after workouts, you want to go into a little bit of a flexibility routine. Maybe what you got to do for you that you have tight hips and working on these positions every day. I notice that every day my hips are becoming looser. Just like I'm able to sit deeper and deeper into like an Indian style, just because I'm doing it every day, right? So I want you to assess and look at where you're at. And these are no matter what. If anybody's like missing in the strength and conditioning world for jiu-jitsu, meaning like they're lacking something, this probably covers part of what you're missing, and by all means, guys, if any questions, concerns, let me know. Let's get a good dialogue here going, and then have at it. Coach Lou here, Jiu-Jitsu Dominance. Till later.